Good morning to everyone. I'm joining in with my awesome friend Gigi Creation. She is the hostess with the mostest. Oh, she is so sweet and she is so creative. As you can see by this beautiful flower arrangement she put together. Isn't it beautiful? Go check out her channel and see what kind of decorating she did for the holidays. And this is Decorate With Me for Spring and Easter 2022. Show me what you got. Oh my gosh, she'll show you so much great inspiration. Go over and check her out. I am doing something sort of simple today as a co-hostess. I'm going to show you how I did a flower arrangement for spring, period. And here I am, the co-hostess. I'm doing something pretty simple today. I'm just doing a spring flower arrangement and I'm going to show you how I put it together. Now the reason why I didn't do something bigger and more elaborate, because I have a second channel. I know I've mentioned it, but I want to make sure you all are aware of it. And we put up a video from the second channel also. We're trying to build up the second channel. It's brand new, so it's very little. We don't have a lot of content on it, but there will be more content put on it every week now. We will probably put the bulk of most of our expensive displays still on the original channel until we can get some viewership on the second channel. Once our viewership builds up, we will totally move all of our home decor and DIYs over to the new channel. But until then, you will see it on both channels. Well, here is our new channel. We already got the video up, Decorate With Me for Spring and Easter 2022, and show me what you got. And here is the name of the channel right here, Blossom Your Creativity. Please go over and check out this channel. Please join it, for we can just put everything over there on Blossom Your Creativity for home decor and DIYs. As soon as we get probably 500 or 1,000 followers, when I know we really got my real followers over there, then we'll just leave it all in that one channel. But until then, we'll have to do both channels at the same time. And that's a lot of work. So come on guys, go over there and check out what we did. My daughter did an awesome job on all her wonderful DIY projects, and we want to start sharing with you all the wonderful creative ideas she comes up with. So go over there, check them out. You know, if you love my channel, you're going to really love this channel because it's me still and it's my daughter still. It's ours. Go check it out. Sign up. Let's get that channel growing. I'm going to make a spring centerpiece. So I lay out all the colors I may or may not use. Once I start, I may not like something. The actual teapot I'm going to use as my container is quite a large teapot. And it does have quite a few different colored flowers on the outside of it. So that will make it where I have a little more variety of colors I can use. May or may not, like I said, want to use them once I get going. Now, some of them I have pairs of them and some of them I don't. It's only what I could find. Now, don't get me wrong, if I wanted to dig longer in the garage, I could have gotten like 40 times this amount of flowers. This is why I need to get more containers to separate my flowers and put them in so I can find them easier. I hate digging through flower boxes. But we're going to make do with what we have. If this ends up not being enough flowers, Grandma will be forced to have to go look for more flowers. And don't get me wrong, I won't need to buy any either. I have enough already here. I just have to look for them. So, I also pulled out my Mackenzie Childs bee and my Mackenzie Childs butterfly. I don't know if you can see them on the table. They're there. And I did pull out my frog. I don't know if I'm going to use him or not, but I thought I would just put him here and just see how it looks. And that's the whole idea. Pull out what you think you might use. You may see, oh, it's not working, so it's not working. You just change it out with a different flower. It's not a big deal. But we're going to start now. This is a large pot. Now, I'm not telling you to do this either, but this is a pot this is what I use in my real life. This isn't something I use to put flower arrangements in. I'm just doing it right now because we're working on a flower arrangement for spring. So I don't want to put things that might cause chemicals in my teapot, even though I will wash it when I'm done. As you see, I have put a bunch of paper around the edges of that teapot inside, and it went down how I pushed it over to the side all the way around, and my hand can go further down for these stems and these flowers have a place to go. But I don't want them wobbling around in there. And just in case those newspapers weren't enough, I got a couple little thin plastic bags that I'll be stuffing in there too. And believe it or not, they'll fit if I need to have them fit. So that's how I make things fit without putting anything permanent in them. Because I make so many flower arrangements, it can get very expensive. That's why I try to repurpose as much as I can without having to constantly be rebuying. I'm going to show you how many spring flower arrangements I have made for this spring. And I may not even be done. I may pull some of them apart and redo them. Some of them will not be tore apart. Some of them I love so much just the way they are. Believe it or not, they're going to be packed away just the way they are, because I want to use them next year without having to tear everything apart and looking for the same thing I already own and have. Because you can misplace things very easy when you have as much inventory as me and my daughter have. We have a massive inventory, and we're small channels, and we don't do big productions. I don't know how people do it when they have big channels and they're constantly doing big productions. I guess they're constantly having yard sales. We're probably going to start having a yard sale every 3 months, I'm thinking, because we constantly need to buy new inventory, and we're tired of spending money. And another thing is, I'm tired of having so much clutter. And I need to really go back through and see really what do I really love and what do I really want. And we're trying to change the theme of our channel to be a better quality channel. Maybe not more things, but better quality. Less things. More to show you, you can make beautiful things if you have good quality items. That duck, I have had it 25 years. Or it is not, and I didn't even buy it new. The flower stems are all different heights also. So I'm going to go through these and organize them by height and color and see how I like the look of them. Just because I lay them that way doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. It just gives me a ballpark where I want to start from. Okay, this stem is going to be the backdrop of my flower arrangement. This stem here is taller than a lot of the other flowers on this table. I'm putting it next for these flowers will show up in the flower arrangement. Now I'm going to put this one here as a filler, and to make sure that it puts a lot of bulk in the center of this flower arrangement. Then at the end of my flower arrangement, I'm going to put these in each side. I have a pair of them, for they'll be spilling out over the sides for you can see them. And I forgot to put these in, so now I'm going to take this stacking apart and put these where they belong. Ended up having to use both of those plastic bags. So now I'm going to try to put this flower arrangement together where it will all stay together. And I put all the bigger ones to the back, and I'm going to put the smaller, shorter flowers to the front. And hopefully once that's all done, I will have room for everything, and everything will look nice. If not, I'll be going looking for some more flowers or some more bags, or both. It did take a little bit of pushing and shoving, and believe it or not, 2 more plastic bags, one bigger one, one smaller one. I put the smaller one in the front, and I pushed another big one in the back. So we got a total of 4 extra bags, 6. I had 6 trash bags in that teacup, plus 2 large pieces of paper just to keep that thing from shifting. So it does take a little bit of effort, so I'm not going to say it doesn't. And I had to add 1 more flower bush. I had to tear an arrangement apart to do it. I had to put this one in because it just didn't look good. Now it looks full, it looks nice, and everything here is free. There is nothing here new. Everything has been used in past posts, and I take good care of my flowers because they're one of my favorite things. There are some Dollar Tree things in here, and there's some really expensive, high quality things in here. And that's why it looks as good as it does. I am eventually going to buy a lot of nice ferns that I don't have. And these flowers were really pricey. I mean, they weren't real bad, but you can see the quality in them. They're just beautiful, and they're not new. But look at the finishing on the leaves, everything about them. So it does pay you. I'm not telling you not to buy Dollar Tree flowers, because I have a lot of them. These are Dollar Trees. These are Dollar Trees. I think that's a Dollar Tree. So there's a lot in here, and I think I don't know if I got the ferns from Dollar Tree or not, but they're not my happy ferns that I would like, so I'm going to have to buy some nicer ones. And I had 2 ferns in here. I really needed 3, and I needed a couple more fillers in there that I didn't have. I have them, I just didn't want to go dig through everything to find them. So, and then I do have a lot of arrangements already made up for spring. That's another issue too. So, what do you think? Do you like what I put together? It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. You just have to be persistent. And now, if I wanted to anchor those in there, they would have been a lot easier to put together. But because I use this teapot to really drink out of, I didn't want to do it. And I didn't want to mess up the inside of my teapot. So anyway, I thought it turned out pretty nice. Both the bunnies are from Anna Lee. Like I tell you, these are good quality pieces, and I'm going for quality now, and I'm not going to worry about quantity. If I have the pieces to do a challenge, I'll join in. If I don't, I won't. Or maybe I should say if I don't want to dig for something too, because there's a lot of challenges I could have joined in on if I just went looking for the pieces. Need to get better organized. And of course, this great bunny. These bunnies are actually wearing real clothes, and it makes a huge difference when you're shooting a video with good quality pieces. And this is Mackenzie Child frog. I really love him. He's the king frog, and he's super cute, and I've used him in lots of posts. These are my bees. They're my favorite. Always enjoy them. So, you know, we do the best we can with what we have, and I love the pieces I have. And I think it makes a difference on how things look when you love them. And of course, here's my little Mackenzie Child little arrangement with my little butterfly. I love my butterflies. Whoops, did I get her messed up here now that I've... Oh well, that's what happens when you move stuff around. Then you can't put it back without both hands. And of course, my Mackenzie Child bee and butterfly are up there. I don't know if you can see the other one. I probably need to... I think I just got tired. But as you will see, I put a lot of spring flower arrangements together. And now I'm going to bring another one in to put it in with what I put together so far this spring.